What's up, y'all? It's Eric the Barber coming at you with another video. Today I will be showing you guys how to do a mid fade. Now, starting off the mid fade, what I always do is set in my guideline first with my trimmers. Make sure I put that all the way around the head, make sure it's all nice and even. A good tip for this is make sure you turn them towards the mirror, and that way you can see if your line is lopsided or not. Another way is make sure you look at him facing forward, so you're basically looking at his face and then you're turning his head like side to side, making sure it's even on both sides. Then you go ahead and use your shavers. I'm using my Bronze Series 9 right here. You can use your Andy shavers, you can use your wall shavers, whatever you got. I just prefer using the Bronze Series 9. I do like using the Andy shavers when it comes to small spots, like under the chin or like around or behind the ear. Like, I like doing that. Right here I go all the way open with my Andy's Masters, set it in my first guideline. Then to take out that line, I'm gonna close my lever all the way and I'm gonna flick out at the line. So I'm not gonna create another guideline, I'm just gonna flick out from it. That way everything just blends in together. Right here, I'm gonna repeat the same steps on the other side. What you do to one side, you do to the other. I'm gonna go up like an inch or so, half an inch, whatever, you know, it all depends on your client's head shape. Then to take out that bottom guideline, I'm gonna close my lever all the way and I'm gonna start flicking out at it. So I'm not going up and down, I'm kind of going in a scooping motion, like a C. You know, you're going to the head, hitting the line, and then you're coming out quick. I just do it quick because, you know, I'm used to it now. But once you first start, you know, start off slowly, you'll be good. Now, sometimes it does leave a small line at the bottom. As you can see on the other side, on the right side of his head, there's a small line. So what I'm gonna do is come back with my trimmers and I'm gonna use my corners and I'm gonna hit at that bottom line. See, I'm just using my corners, trying to get everything right, make sure everything blends in perfectly, because this is gonna bring the fade together. I feel like this is the hardest part, balding them out using your shavers. This is the only part I used to have trouble with, at least. Right here I'm going in with my number 2 guard. It's all the way closed. I'm gonna set in my next guideline. This is gonna be the highest guard I use on the side of his head. And then to blend into the top, I'm gonna go with the number 2 all the way open, and I'm gonna start flicking into the line. But I'm gonna do that later. Right here I go with my number 0 guard, your half guard, all the way closed, setting another guideline just on top of that. Then right here I got my number 1 guard and it's all the way open and I'm hitting at that line because it's, you know, I put a number 2 on the side, so the number 1's gonna blend right into the number 2. And then if there's still a small line, you're gonna close your lever all the way using your corners until you see the line disappear. You're only gonna have one line left after this, which should be the 0 guide, the half guide, whatever you guys, 0 guard, half guard, 1/16, whatever you guys call it. I know everybody has a different way of calling it, but that should be the only line left. So right here, all the way open, then I close the lever, hitting that bottom line. I'm gonna repeat the same steps all the way around the head. Then I'm gonna go ahead, line him up, make sure you don't push him back. And if you do push him back, make sure it's necessary. Necessary as in like his other side is, you know, naturally longer than the other side. That way you kind of have to match it up. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do his mustache, hit the bottom and the top, make sure this is nice and crisp. I'm always come back with the razor, so you'll be good. Then right here, to take out that line that is left, I start off all the way open using my corners, and I'm gonna hit at that line that I see, and I'm gonna hit at every single dark spot that I see. If it doesn't take it out, I'm gonna close my lever little by little until I see everything disappear. So when it comes to this part, you're gonna take your time. You're not gonna rush anything. You're gonna make sure this is gonna be the crispiest, blurriest cut you've ever had. On the other side, I'm gonna repeat the same steps. I'm gonna go ahead, line them up, make sure everything is nice and crispy. Then with the lever all the way open, I'm gonna go ahead using my corners only. Do not use your full blade, only use your corners. I'm gonna start off all the way open first. That doesn't take out the line. I'm gonna close the lever little by little until everything disappears. So open, close it. That doesn't take it out, close it again. That doesn't take it out, close it again. You close it all the way. Even if you have to go all the way closed, you close it. Just make sure you always start off open. Make sure you use your corners. That is your safest bet. All the way open, corners. Always come back in detail. If you see dark spots, always come back. I usually like to come back over with the number 1 guard all the way open, and then I close it if I need to. If that doesn't take it out, you can go down to your 0 guard. But when you go to detail, make sure all you do is use your corners. Never use your full blade because you don't want to make another guideline. All you want to do is fade that line out. So use your corners. Right here I have my number 3 guard and it's all the way closed. I'm gonna hit at that top line and I'm basically flicking out. I'm not trying to create another, I'm not basically digging into his hair. I'm flicking out of it. That way it all just blends in together. It's kind of like a freehand with a number 3 guard, if that makes sense. But it works. For the lineup, I always start off in the middle and go to whichever side I feel like is the weakest and try to make that as crispy as possible. Then I'll repeat the same step on the other side. Just make sure everything is symmetrical. Point them towards the mirror. Not everybody's hairline is perfect, so not everybody's hairline is going to be straight or the crispiest, but you just got to give the illusion of it being the best. Then right here, I go ahead and line him up with the razor. I did use it all around his hairline and the other side of his head. It's just the camera angles weren't the best, so I had to work with what I had. Just know I did use the razor on both sides and made this as crispy as I could. Hit the top of the mustache, get that thing sharp. And this is the final product. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys like the cut. Let me know what you guys think. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know that you guys are watching. Just, thank you for all the love and support. I appreciate you for watching. Peace.